Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all. Much of the problems that we face in today's world can be placed under two categories. First category is insufficient self-care, and the second category is lack of healthy boundaries. Now, insufficient self-care can happen due to a number of factors that are both inside and outside of our control. Financial and physical limitations are prime examples of this. Lack of boundaries is a situation particularly experienced by those in the fields of politics, public service, academia, medicine, and other related fields. Now, the questions come, how can we address or solve these issues? In particular, from guidance which is given within our religion. Firstly, we should realize that self-care is vital. It's absolutely vital. It is not a secondary concern. It should not be delayed. It should not be ignored. Because when we ignore or delay our self-care, our growth and effectiveness in life are actually stunted. Now, among the ways that we should address self-care is, number one, we should be consistent in our prayers. Our Prophet ﷺ has described the 5 daily prayers as bathing every day. So that is a benefit for us. Secondly, we should adhere to the general laws of prohibitions and allowances that are given within our religion. Thirdly, we should engage in charity and giving charity. Even if it's just a little bit of money, we should engage in charity on a regular basis. Fourthly, is that we should actually write down, we should take notes, make plans, write down or note all the things that we want or that we need in life, and look at ways for us to achieve those things. Next, proper diet and exercise. And even having a clean home, organizing your home, rearranging your furniture. These are things which actually help in regards to self-care. Now we come to the hardest of the issues, and that is the issue of healthy boundaries. It is absolutely vital that healthy boundaries are established, and this is hard to do if you have an empathetic personality or a personality that is seen as a people pleaser, or a personality that is generally sympathetic to others. Now, helping others is a wonderful thing. It is a needed thing from a humanitarian perspective as well as a religious perspective. Yet, and we must be very clear about this, boundaries are needed, particularly when toxic situations, toxic individuals, emotional vampires, especially when these types of situations or these types of individuals are involved. Now, we have some clues of guidance from the Quran with regards to these things. God says in the Quran that, and giving this example of spending, He says, when you spend, do not spend all of your wealth, neither be stingy with your wealth. So there's a guidance there. And that guidance there is of balancing the various needs. Similarly, God says that when you exercise your dedication to Him, your taqwa of Him, that you do so to your capacity. فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ مَسْتَطَعْتُمْ. We see this repeatedly inside of the Quran. فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ مَسْتَطَعْتُمْ. To have taqwa of God to your capacity, to your ability. So yes, Allah wants us to give zakat. He has ordered us to give zakat. But He has not ordered us to bring burdens upon ourselves. Yes, Allah has told us, has commanded us to offer the 5 daily prayers. These are the obligatory prayers. The other prayers are not obligatory. They're non-obligatory. If they were able to do those prayers, fine, wonderful, and good. But what Allah has ordered is not difficult at all. If people attempt to manipulate you or to use blackmail, religious blackmail upon you, then these are the people that you need to set boundaries with. In particular, now these boundaries include limited contact with such persons, or if necessary, a complete cutoff from such persons, and the protection of private information. This is very important, the protection of private information. And one of the reasons for this, not the only reason, but one of the reasons for this is that your successes can often generate jealousy from others. There is much more that we can say about this topic, but I just want to summarize again. Is that the core issues that are facing us today can be summarized as lack of or insufficient self-care. We don't take care of ourselves enough. We need to start taking care of ourselves. We need to put our priorities as individuals. We need to put our priorities first. And similarly, we need to set fences around ourselves to limit the damage or the impact that can come from toxic individuals or toxic situations. May Allah give us the strength. May Allah give us the ability to achieve these things. Thank you for viewing. Assalamu alaikum.